Ash, you're a little too naive. Hey everyone, Templar74 here with another episode of PokeTalk, and today's episode of PokeTalk is going to be my review of the latest episode of Pokemon Pocket Monsters 2019, episode 34, The Solitary Fighter Bay, The Threatening Grapploct. And I gotta be honest with you guys, this episode was incredible. I loved this episode. This battle really lived up to the hype that it had built, in my opinion. I really did love this episode, and it goes to show you that sometimes your defeats can be more powerful than your victories, a lesson poor Ash had to learn the hard way. But I'm rambling and I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. We'll talk about all of this soon enough. So at risk of further rambling though, let's move on to the actual episode. So the episode begins at the fighting dojo with Ash and Go, and they're kind of in awe at how many fighting Pokemon there are here. There are a bunch of Hitmonchans and Hypnolees, and Go is ultimately intrigued by this, but Ash is more intrigued in battling. And so Ash and Go are taken into the dojo to meet Bay, the master of the dojo here, and Ash is greeted by basically being knocked on his butt here. He's knocked by a Hitmonchan that comes flying out the door, knocked onto his butt, and it turns out that one of the fighters in this dojo had just lost a battle to Bay, and Ash basically received the brunt of it. So yeah, Ash is knocked out by this a little bit, but ultimately gets back up to his feet and is introduced to Bay for the first time, a fighting type gym leader from the Galar region here. They're ultimately intrigued by one another, and of course they realize that they are going to have to battle for the world championship because they both are basically summoned together. They're like, okay, this is going to be your battle here. However, Bay is not somebody to be taken lightly. In fact, it's even mentioned by Go. He basically tells Ash, are you sure you're going to be okay? And Ash is like, oh, it's fine. I've defeated Karina. And Bay's like, Karina, I battled Karina. She was too naive. Bay is way overpowered. She defeated Karina easily, and unfortunately Ash is going to follow suit. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. But yeah, so Bay ultimately accepts Ash's challenge to a world championship battle. This is going to be a 2-on-2. And the battle wastes no time getting underway. Bay sends out her Hawlucha, Ash sends out his Galarian Farfetch'd, and the battle does not go very great. Ash ends up losing this battle, and ultimately, Bay doesn't even lose her Hawlucha. She just recalls it, and she brings out her big guns, her Grapploct. And this Pokemon, I gotta be honest, was very interested to see animated. I liked its design, but wasn't sure how the anime was going to handle it. The anime handled it really great. Grapploct here ultimately ends up fighting Riolu, who wants to battle. Riolu, unfortunately, is no match for Grapploct, and he ends up losing almost spectacularly. Yeah, what can I say? So Ash did not really do well in this battle. Bay pretty much cleaned his clock here, and Ash had his ranking lowered to 930. So yeah, Ash got knocked down a little bit here, like we kind of expected to happen. You know, we pretty much expected it from the start when we had the episode titles and summaries, and it pretty much guaranteed what was going to happen. I'm still impressed by how this battle was handled, and I really think it will do well for Ash and his Pokemon's development here, especially Little Riolu. But yeah, this battle was epic in my opinion. The loss was, like I said, I'm okay with the loss as long as Ash takes it and learns from it, and I think that's what's going to happen. Ash vows that he's going to do better, and Ash is ultimately, of course, concerned about his Pokemon, so they head to the Pokemon Center, and the episode essentially ends off there. Also, I gotta point this out too, Go receives a Hitmonchan from the fighting dojo. Yeah, Go caught another Pokemon, really not emphasized in this episode, but I feel I've got to point it out. So yeah, that's pretty much the highlights of the episode. Like I said, I really loved this battle. It was a great episode. I loved the dialogue. I'm okay with Ash taking a loss as long as he learns from it, and it looks like that's what's going to happen. I hope that's what's going to happen. Looks can be deceiving, but I really think that's the route they're going to go. Overall, though, this battle was epic. I liked Bay. The one thing I am a little disappointed about, and I won't lie about this, was when she brought out her Hawlucha. I was hoping we were going to hear the Hawlucha theme, but that didn't happen. happen. I think that's probably going to only be reserved for Ash's Hawlucha. I don't think we're ever going to see that theme again, which is unfortunate because it was such a catchy thing and I loved it. But I guess you can't get everything you want. But anyway, with that said though, doesn't really detract from this episode a whole lot. Like I said, I give this episode a 9 out of 10. It was a good episode. It was a great episode. I loved this battle. I loved the fact that Ash is going to learn from this loss. And this episode kind of knocked him down a peg or two because I'll be honest, he was getting a little cocky. So this episode was great in kind of narrowing that down a little bit, in my opinion. But as always, in the comment section down below, let me know what your guys' thoughts were about this week's episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was just there? What were your thoughts? Just let me know in the comment section down below, because as always, I enjoy hearing from you. Alright everyone, as always, Templar74 signing off. Have a great day everybody, and I'll talk to you all next time. Goodbye everybody. Hey everyone, Templar74 here. Did you enjoy the video? Do you want to help support me in making more content like this and see your name here at the end of every video? Then consider supporting me on Patreon. Any help is greatly appreciated and will help ensure continuation and increase the quality of production of the videos that I'm able to make for all of you. Link down below. Again, thank you so much for your support and for liking and subscribing. You all are amazing. And as always, everyone, Templar74 signing off. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.